Hello exiles, how are you doing today? Hope I find you well and welcome to a new video. So in this video, I just want to show you guys another league start build for minions, which is a Soulwrest summoner. Now this build is really good, mainly because of one thing: you do not need a 6 link at all. You don't need a 6 link. You can get to tier 16 maps, get your 4 void stones without a 6 link, and you do not actually need one. And let's get into the build guide, and I will show you guys what I mean by that. So firstly, this is the build enabling unique that we are using, the Soulwrest Ears of My Staff. And the one line that says trigger level 20 summon phantasm skill when you consume a corpse is the main line that we need from this. And then also minions deal 51 to 77 additional physical damage, and then if you consume a corpse recently, you and nearby allies regenerate 5% of life per second. Now what this scepter does is when we consume a corpse, we consume corpses using our offering, right? Bone offering, and we also add the devouring item on that. Both of those things, they are consuming corpses. For example, on the devouring item, you have feast of flesh. It consumes corpses to restore your life, your mana, and your energy shield. Right. So when you consume a corpse, you summon, you will trigger a summon phantasm skill, right? And then you get up to 10 from the base, from the staff itself. And then when you add the summon phantasm support level 21, you get 11 additional, which makes them 21. So at this, as it stands, we have 21 summon phantasms that are triggered. But let me show you what I mean by this. So when we're in the hideout right now, and I remove summon phantasm, D, and I remove summon phantasm support, right? And then I summon them. You see the maximum is 10 at all times. It's always 10. And then if I put in summon phantasm support and then I summon more, you see the maximum is now 21. So that is how that works. Alright, and all of these are supported by these support gems that are in it. So let's take a look at what support gems we have. We have lesser projectile support. This is for the clear version, right? The mapping version. And then we have faster projectiles. We have minion damage support. We have fresh meat. We have summon phantasm. We have increased crit damage. Now for the bossing version, what I would recommend you to do is to have a second staff in here, second Soulwrest staff in here, and have a bossing set up so that when you enter bossing, you just press X and you swap, and then you do your bossing, then you swap again, and you go back to mapping, right? And it will probably replace multiple projectiles with projectile support or something of that nature. So that is it on the weapon. And then on the helmet, this helmet is getting nerfed next league, and it could potentially be very cheap because it's getting nerfed. It's losing the +1. But we do have pride, we do have haste, we have vitality, and we have precision. And in the body armor, we have specters, minion life, stone golem, animate guardian, mid shield support, and flesh and stone. And then in the boots, we have flame dash, summon carrying golem, feeding frenzy, and main. And then in here is our cast out channeling support with desecrate, cyclone, cast out channeling, and bone offering. Then the rest of the gear is just resistances and life and stats, the stuff that we need. So that is it. And then we also want this Romi's concoction to max out our block, because right now we are using bone offering, right? And with our ascendancy, where's our ascendancy? With our ascendancy, Mistress of Sacrifice offerings a 50% effect on us, but they work on us as well. What this means is with bone offering going off, right, we get block. So let me show you what I mean. So on defense, right, you see block right now is 61% spell block and 48% attack block. So if I channel, see, I have 78 spell block, and then I have 75 attack block with the flask. So that's how we are getting max block. So it's just automated. By doing this, you have your max block all the time. And then let's take a look at the passive tree, right? The only thing that is a little bit extreme is the impossible escape. Lastly, it was about a divine at league start. I remember buying it about a divine, and then this league, we don't know how much it will be, but I like this because it gives us access to Golem Commander and Ravenous Horde, which gives our minions onslaught for 4 seconds and kill, right? and then we are also just pathing for minion stuff, life, and some block stuff, and some mana reservation stuff right there, right? So that is it. And then we have cluster jewels with call to the slaughter, renewal, and rotten claws, and the medium with feasting friends, blessed rebirth, so that our minions last for 4 seconds without dying. And then we have renewal and dread match here, and then we have a small one with surging vitality, another small one with enduring composure. Now you saw we have fresh meat supporting this item here. So if we take a look at our phantasms, they are lasting for 32 seconds, and the fresh meat buff is lasting for 3.2 seconds, which is quite decent. It's not as good as I would want, but we could invest more in duration on the tree right here. You can get more skill effect duration here, right? In 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 points. You can get 7 points there, and probably let go of you some block, or let go of this crate right there. That is optional. You see what you can do there, but I don't think it's necessary. I think it's fine as it is. And then I'll put the POB in the description below. You know what, in fact, let's take a look at that right now. The POB. So this is the part of building Soulwrest League Start. So this is it, the League Start version, right? Or it's not the League Start version, it's the swap to Soulwrest from leveling. You basically live with the normal minions up until around level 60, when you can afford the Soulwrest stuff, and then you can swap there and then keep building like this, right? Get your clusters and beeline for Eldritch Battery if you do not have that that helmet that gives Eldritch Battery on it. Right, then our ascendancy, let's take a look at that. Firstly, we go Command of Darkness, we get Mindless Aggression, we get Bone Barrier, and we get Mistress of Sacrifice. And then also you have progression from Act 1 to Act 10, and into Maps, and then into Soulwrest Support. Now this is the physical variant, right? This is the physical variant of Soulwrest, but you can go for the cold convert variant using the triad groups. And you may also want to use Victorious Influence or another body armor that makes you more tankier, or this one for DPS setup. With this one you can go up to like 30 million shaper DPS, 30 million shaper DPS, but that is in the end game. And I think if I do play this build next week, I'll probably get to that point, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be playing this build. But that's how it is. It's quite easy to set up, no need for a 6-link. The 6-link here is not even needed. You can do 4-link, 5-link, whatever you can get, right? And 4-link, and then this on its own socket, it's fine. This one on its own socket, it's fine, and the rest is just basic gear. So thank you guys for watching. If you'd like to know more about this build, comment with your questions, and I'll gladly answer them. And I'll put the POB in the description. You level this build the same way as you level my other minion build, which is in the last video, and that will be linked in the description as well. And have fun. See you guys in the next video. Cheers.